Heartbeats racing on this ride. Whispers echo through the air. Angels guide you if you dare. Cosmic patterns pointing clear. Futures written, ticking near. Hands of fate are cold but kind. The astrologers intertwine. As the angels what they see. Love and tarot holding keys. Through the zodiac will fly. Charting paths.
Wow.
Welcome in. Welcome in. Good
Look
morning.
at this. Sunrise East, Great Quartz, Susie, Tina.
And we saw Tina last night and Lalima. Wow.
Rising Phoenix.
Yeah.
Wow. Guys, you were right on time. Hey, show up on Sunday, will you?
Speaking of showing up on Sunday, what do we got going on next week, Miss Bonnie? Is there something new happening?
Something new? Well, maybe I think you might be talking about on May 2nd.
May
That's a
2nd.
Friday.
Yeah. Would you like to see what you have for May 2nd?
I would love to see it. Yes.
Cards are flying, paintbrush in hand. Fortune whispers, don't misunderstand. Crystal laughter fills the scene. Future shining like a movie screen. Tarot readings, wine that flows. Art that shines, and hearts that glow. Stories told in the spark divine. Friday night feels so alive.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, you did a great job on that one. I really like
Happy
that one.
hour. Friday night's happy hour. We're going to have a blast. I've already got people saying, hey, I'll come on that night.
11 a.m. On Mountain Standard Time Mountain Standard Time on Sunday. 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Yes. And then on May 2nd, it'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard. So it should be a blast.
Are you taking a nap before?
Probably. I
It'll
think
be-
I might need it.
Yep. And Great Quartz, I have your question, so you're good. If anybody else has a question, otherwise I'm just going to put you in the list. And it was great seeing you last night, Tina. It was really great seeing you. So thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
Rising
Good to see
Phoenix.
everybody last night.
Yeah. But it's been a while since we've seen her, so she's back. And yeah, Pam's not in, and some of the others aren't in yet, but it was great to see everybody. Okay. And we're talking about Psychic Club. What's coming? Okay, got your question too, Miss Lalima. I love how she's doing Rising Phoenix for Lalima. I love that. Yep. So anybody else? That's all. Let me post my question so I don't forget. Good job. Just a general for Miss Susie. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Okay. And
It's always fun.
yeah.
Although we didn't get to the things that were, where we sent messages out vocally and psychically. We didn't get to that part. Maybe next time.
Yeah.
It should be fun.
Yep. Never know what what's gonna pop in.
That's right. Absolutely.
Anybody else? All right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you. So, what do we got for astrology today?
Lots going on. Absolutely. It's It's going to be that way, I think, until the end of June. Then things will all kind of sit down and we'll be able to go, oh, this is where we're at.
I'm glad you have a deadline for this chaos.
Well, everybody changing signs. It's like, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, let's get to it. Starting today, the 23rd. Well, this is the overall's going to go back to Monday. On Monday, we had Saturn go conjunct with the North Node of Fate. Happens once every 19 years. The last time Saturn was at this place was in 19 years, would have been 2006. It was also the day. No, he died on a Monday.
What'd you get?
Yeah, Monday. That was the day Pope Francis passed away.
Right, correct.
This week is busy. We had Neptune and Mercury hanging out at 0 degrees Aries. Remember, I've talked about the last degrees and the first degrees, things get exalted. They have a little extra power. So in the early degrees of Aries, they are initiating new ideas. They're helping us see things in new ways, encouraging us to communicate and giving us a vision, because Neptune is always about what? Vision, confusion, illusion, delusion. So this is about Neptune's vision of where to go next. Mars goes into Leo, where he will be until June 17th. And the whole idea of Mars and in Leo is like, we have to take action. We are ready to go. We are inspired and driven, encouraged. So there's lots of energy here pushing us forward. We also have Venus meeting up with Saturn for the 3rd time. She was retrograde for 40 days and she met Saturn once, then twice, now 3 times. And the 3rd time is this week. We also have Mars. This is the big one. Mars is opposing Pluto. Part 3, because this has happened several times. He was opposing Pluto last year, and the 2nd time was also last year. And now the 3rd time. So I want you to remember, I've told you that Mars and Pluto together are a war aspect. The last time the Ukraine war broke out. 3rd time. So we've talked about it in regards to the Ukraine war. It's also been a big action aspect. And of course, the Venus-Saturn, Venus is considered afflicted when she's with Saturn. She hangs out a little sad, a little melancholic, but she finishes that this week. So she's going to be like, I'm not sad anymore. I'm ready for some new stuff. So that'll be helpful. But we do have a very intense week. So whenever I see that, I think you know, hang in there, folks. Things will change. It's a little intense, but it's encouraged. So there's going to be a new moon also on Sunday. So get your intentions ready, okay? If you don't have the new moon ritual, pull it up on Sonoran Mystic Tarot. He's got it written out for you. Next, we have all these planets changing signs, which is why the sky and the world is so wild. Pluto, we all know, came into Aquarius and then did a retrograde and then came back into Aquarius and did another retrograde and finally came back into Aquarius to stay. And of course, we know the last time he was there was April of 1777. He'll be there for 20 years. Neptune goes into Aries, like I said. The last time he was there was, oh my goodness, in 1861, when the World War was going on. Excuse me, Civil War.
I was going to say, whoa, wait.
Like 18 World, no, not then. Civil War was going on. Gonna go backwards a little bit and then get in there again in February of next year. But he'll be there until 2039, another 14 years. Next year, Venus goes into Gemini. Is that right? Looks like it. And the last time, oh, what? I'm trying to think of what planet's going in there. Where was, hang on a second, because the dictation didn't work. Pretty sure they're talking about Venus here, going into Gemini. The last, whoops, no. Last time he was there was 1941. He was also in Gemini during the Civil War. And he was in Gemini during the Revolutionary War. We've had our 3-year returns. So now we are ready to have our next one, which of course shapes the direction we're all heading in, because we have Uranus over in the 7th house, or the 6th, and the 7th, the structure of our society as well as the way we are appearing to the outside world. And it will be, we're going to have the 3rd Uranus return of the US in 2027. But this year we're getting it kicked off. We also will have, oh, that was Uranus going into Gemini, now that I'm remembering. We're getting it kicked off. We also have Saturn going into Aries next month. And the last time he was there was April of 96. Jupiter is going into Cancer in June. And the last time he was there was 12 years ago. And then the node, the north node, went into 0 degrees Aries in January. He was last there 19 years ago. So in all of this, what you need to do is to recall it's all cycling, okay? So think back 19 years ago, 2006, what was going on in your life that was really big. Okay, and then go back to 1987. And if you're my age, go back to 1968. Okay, because there were new cycles starting with all these planets changing. The whole world is very destabilized right now. And if you notice, air and fire, air and fire, air. The only guy that's in water is Jupiter. So he's going to boil a little because he's in the water. But we're shifting from earth and water to air and fire, which is why it feels unstable. It's not grounded. The energy is very out of control, wild, very yang energy. Fire and air is visionary and ideas and go, go, go. So at least until Saturn gets into Taurus, which is another 2.5 years, we're really riding a wild horse. Saturn is not happy in Aries. He does not like that sign. If you remember in 96, that was the .com collapse, okay? And for those who don't remember, there were all the newness of the internet and everybody creating .com sites, and they all collapsed. So there was an economic result. So we are seeing an economic adjustment. I think we have more to go with that. That's not for a little further down the road when Saturn and Neptune made up next spring or next February, the end of February. And also because Donald Trump is a Gemini. We do everything twice. Geminis, twice, okay? Remember, I've talked about you're going to read it and then you're going to talk about it. Heaven help us. Saturn and Neptune are on a world point. It's another pandemic. So we do want to pay attention because they are dismantling a lot of our alert systems in the world. So build up your immune system, folks. Make sure you take plenty of vitamin D, vitamin C, boost your immune system up because this is indicating another pandemic. Okay. We're getting ready for COVID to come back, maybe. Building up your immune system because we do know we're going to have another one. It's going to be fluidy and bloody.
Ooh.
Yeah, it could be tuberculosis because something else like Ebola or Marburg. I'm trying to think, Marburg. There was something else. Maybe bird flu, just kind of a fluid and bloody, bright red fluid. Neptune, so kind to build your immune system. So start now because this is your early warning system. Part of the reason I was like, this is my instructor. I'm going to pause here for a minute just so some of you might not have heard. My original astrology instructor finally came back after 10 months of being gone.
Oh.
Oh, God, what she's been through is just incredible. It's no wonder. I'm surprised she came back. But so if you're noticing there's a change in the report, it's because of the different way they teach. Okay. All right, let me get back.
Jess
here.
is saying there have been a lot of cases of measles.
See, that could be part of it too. So get your vitamins. Google immune building. What vitamins you need to build your immune system up. 3 planets in Aries. They're on the bottom of the US chart. At the bottom of the chart for Sibley chart. Oh, damn, this dictation. The Simply chart Saturn, the North Node, and Neptune. So we're going to have a lot of new beginnings, new foundations. Whenever planets hit the bottom of the US chart, it activates things. And Saturn and Neptune are going to dance in Aries and Pisces all this year. Then they will go up and meet on February 20th. So that's when they're going to stabilize everything. So until then, we're going to be all over the place. Now, what that means is you want to live your best life right now and say, hey, you know what? Life is short. What am I doing? I need to get or have a vision. I need to do this. This is on my bucket list. Let me get it done. The planets are very supportive of you doing your bucket list stuff and having visions of what you want to do next and really focusing on that. That would be my most encouraging word for you. It's like, okay, what have you always wanted to do? This is the time to go do it. Well, I can't afford it. I can't. No, no, no. Find a way to do it. Figure it out. Get on it because these planets are demanding, they're asking, they're begging, encouraging us, inviting us to stand in the I am of Aries and say, I am going to do that, whatever it is.
I'm doing it.
So, kind of make your list, write it down. Mercury is very important. He loves to hear, loves to listen to you, loves to hear what you're saying and get focused. The feature of this week is the Saturn, Sun, Mars, and Pluto T square. Okay, so you've got, I wish I had a chart. You've got two planets across and two planets up and down, a T square, which takes place in the fixed signs. We also have Mars and Pluto in an opposition, number 3, which is happening on April 26th at 3 degrees of Leo and Aquarius. Number 1, the first time was on November 3rd, the day before the election, in Cancer and Capricorn. Last year, the opposition number 2 was January 3rd of Leo and Aquarius. So these cycles, these things going on, think about what you were doing in the fall, in November. So forward we go. We also have Venus, Saturn in a conjunction. Now, Venus was retrograde, remember, for 40 days, forming a morning star on March 23rd, starting a new 8-year cycle at 2 degrees of Aries. Wherever that is in your chart, a new 8-year chapter is beginning. But she was dancing also with Saturn. And when she's with Saturn, she's considered afflicted. The Venus-Saturn conjunction is a little sad and a little difficult, but Venus has to always ask for her value when she's hanging out with Saturn. It's really important. So this week, you're going to really be talked to and asked, what is a value to you? And you've been working on this project since January 18th. And on April 7th, when we had those earlier conjunctions, we also have the new moon at the end of the week at 7 degrees of Taurus,
Yes.
which is in that Mars, Sun, Pluto T square. So even though Mars and Pluto and the new moon are 3, the new moon is in the T square, activating it. So T squares are very interesting aspects because they encourage us. The energy is really inviting us to take action, and the T square shoots the energy into the Scorpio house right now because it's Leo and Aquarius. So Taurus shoots the energy into the open leg. So you're going to watch this week for that new moon coming in. And even though technically we're finished with the eclipse season, with that full moon that we had 2 weeks ago, we're still wrapping things up because things are leaving, because that Saturn and Venus are both going to hit that North Node in Pisces and release things for a long time. We had the Pope die as the Saturn went into the North Node. Venus goes into it this week too, and she goes past Saturn and meets him. So she is released from her affliction. Mars is released from his affliction. So you should be feeling pretty frisky for once. We get to the end of the week, but we still got to get to the end of this week. So this week is hard because of that T square and the conjunctions and oppositions. Just remember you have this bubbling energy in your chart. And you're going to see partly why it's important, because it invites us. So, what happened on Sunday, which with the energy of Venus is a happy place talking to Uranus in Taurus. It's a happy place. And Uranus in Taurus, of course, is all about good food and a party. So, right now, Uranus is at the top of the US chart. It's also sitting on the fixed star of Algol, which is the star of beheading. So we lost the head of the church, the leaving of a leader. There may be other people that pass this week that are Neptune leaders or leaders of a spiritual sense or a community sense. So watch for that. Or leaders that inspire us. You know, it's a good one for musicians also to leave on. So with the Venus Saturn, they are in the 8th house. That's the house of death. She then put up the chart for Washington, D.C., which doesn't necessarily mean they get their head cut off, but they get taken out. So we may very well see people being beheaded this week as we head towards the new moon in Taurus. So we'll see what happens. Now, today, the Sun squares Pluto, which is going to be a hard day. You know, it happens every year. It is an opening T-square. It wants us to make a commitment to our new direction. But Pluto is in Aquarius for 20 years. You know, before he was changing his mind all the time, going, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out. Okay, I'm back in. He went into Aquarius now for 20 years. He's now changing his mind, not changing his mind anymore. So now the Sun is coming forward to square Pluto. Sun is answering to the afflicted Venus. And you can see Venus is about to go into that north node. See her? I know you can't see because it was a chart. She's up here. She's about to dive into the north node of fate. Saturn went in there with the Pope leaving Venus, is going in there. So we'll see what happens, because we're going to watch with that Sun square Pluto some action that's going to take place. That's pretty big, because this T square with the Sun Taurus moon, the Sun in Taurus and Mars in Leo and Pluto in Aquarius is very strong energy. Venus and Saturn meet up and they work together, and Venus gets past Saturn. So she breaks free of the affliction and dives into that node. Saturn went in it today, which today meaning Monday, because she does it for the whole week. But she goes in it on Wednesday, which is today, but not till tonight sometime. And then she's free. And you can see the moon is coming up right behind her. So there's an emotional release that's going to take place today and tomorrow. And then Venus is past Saturn. She's free of all that stuff that she's been working on trying to release. I'm just recognizing something in my life. I had a lot of emotion last night about an old relationship. Julie, you know about Alex had died.
Yeah.
I had a lot of emotion come up last night, and I was like, well, this is out of the blue, you know. Now I remember why.
Yeah.
Emotional release that takes place. And then Venus is past Saturn, so she's free. She's been working on trying to release and let go of stuff. And she's ready to rock and roll again. Remember, she had her conjunction with the sun on March 23rd, where she started that new 8-year cycle. And this, even though she did it on March 23rd, it's taking her a month to get stuff in order now. She's ready to get it in order. So play with your Venus, look at your charts after she breaks free at 8 o'clock. So today, or tomorrow, Thursday rather, you're going to feel her finally escape. Usually, this is a big news story, you know? This is somebody she trapped in the basement for 20 years, and something like that breaks free, gets found. When we have people that have gone missing and they escape on this one because Venus and Saturn, they were holding them captive. And Venus says, I'm free. But in your own life, you want to look at your chart and see where it is you're breaking free. Where have you been set free? And there will be a sense of being set free. Let's see, because Venus is past her affliction. Of course, we have this very dynamic Mars Pluto opposition, which is still building. You remember with Mars, we always have stuff early. When he finally gets to Pluto, he's like, yeah, we're done, you know, that's the culmination. But the buildup, the fight, the struggle, the push, that's all happening still because Venus has not met Pluto yet. It's like I said, it's an intense week. Whatever the story Mars and Pluto are bringing us, remember, this is the third pass. The first pass started the story, the second pass modified it, and this is the final opposition, which started on Easter Eve. Then we're going to get the new moon we talked about happening on Sunday afternoon at 7 degrees of Taurus. Okay, we're still dealing with the T square because now Mars has passed it. But the sun and the moon are adding the emotional energy to it. And remember, the moon was sneaking up into those Pisces planets. She's so emotional when she's in Pisces. Well, now she is eminently practical because she's in Taurus and her boss is free. Uranus's boss is free. The sun's boss is free because Venus escaped from Saturn. She's running down that road, thinking immediately of teeny Tina Turner when she left Ike. Remember, she ran across the road to that hotel and she only had like 2 cents in her pocket. And the guy said he would go ahead and let her have a room. She would pay him back.
Yeah.
That's an old story.
Yep.
Okay. The new moon pops up on Sunday and you're done. They're done. It's over. No more Venus is direct. Mars is direct. Mars opposite Pluto for the third time. Venus is off away from Saturn for the third time. The sun is now free to go and grow, talking to that Venus, encouraging Mercury and Neptune. And what happens a lot of times, because Neptune is in a sextile with Pluto, and she's trying to, it might not feel like it's done, but it is right. You might be like, well, you know, no, this energy's not done. So when people say to me, when am I getting divorced? I say, well, what are we talking about? Are we talking about papers? Are we talking about emotions? Are we talking about the release of breaking free? Are we talking like when you let it go emotionally, let it go physically? So you may not have the full emotional clarity that it's over. But when you look back in time on the Sunday, you will go, yeah, it really left. Okay, let's go over the moon voids, of course. Um,
I'm
let's
ready.
see, I'm going to skip forward to today. On Wednesday, the moon moves into Pisces, emotions. And on the 24th, it goes void at 10:57 p.m. That's Thursday. As it goes void, it makes Saturn and Venus. It means Saturn and Venus, and at that point, Venus is separated from Saturn at 10:54 p.m. She meets the moon. The moon meets Saturn. And then at 10:57 she goes avoid, of course, with the aspect of Venus. So that Pisces moon has the releasing energy on the 24th. Then we go, the moon is void, of course, east. And when I'm giving these times, these are East Coast times, okay? Because she's from the East Coast. She's in Florida. Let's see. Then she goes into the house of Aries. And she goes void, of course, then at 12:18 with a sextile to Jupiter in the afternoon on Saturday the 26th. The moon is void at 12:18 the afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Through entering Taurus on Sunday for the new moon is at 3:17. And that new moon, of course, takes place at 3:31. She goes into Taurus at 7 degrees. So the intense days of the week where the moon is particularly emotional, it was one of those days. Thursday, the Venus Saturn conjunction happens and it's intense, but productive. A productive day, and it's also very fertile. So if you're trying to make a baby, Wednesday and Thursday are your baby making days. The moon goes into Aries. Yeah, she always gives stuff like that. The moon goes into Aries, and it also projects a good day for projects. The moon goes into Aries on Friday. It will be Saturday void all the afternoon on the 26th. Begins that void, of course, at 12:18 Eastern Standard Time in the afternoon and void all afternoon. Now, when the moon's void, we're going to have a lot of them going forward void. God, this never ends today, does it? Oh, last paragraph. Remember, don't start anything new. Think about the bigger vision of our life, where we're headed, and what we're doing. Sunday is very stressed because the moon is going to square Pluto and Mars and then meet up with the sun. Not so much the meeting up with the sun, but the squares to Pluto and Mars make it difficult. It's impassioned, but also pretty intense now. The 27th, the moon is in Taurus. On the 29th, it will go void at 1:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time with a lovely sextile to Venus. And that's a good way to close out this week. God, that was a lot, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was yeah. We're at 41 minutes, so that
Oh
was a
my
lot.
God. I knew it was going to be a lot when she was going through this. It was like, and many times I felt like she was repeating herself. And, it was the first time she's done it in quite a while.
Yeah. I think it went pretty smooth. She might have repeated herself, but it was a different day and a different situation. So
Yeah.
I did pull a little bit up. Okay. During the week of the 21st of April 2006, several notable events occurred. King, I won't even pronounce his name, of Nepal gave up power. Queen Elizabeth II celebrated her 80th birthday. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, on lighter note, National Hockey League playoffs began. Um, the general, Italian general's election saw Romano Prodi declare victory. However, his opponent refused to concede. In France, the government announced the withdrawal of the youth employment law, and the Ontario Provincial Police in Canada announced arrests in the Shedden massacre connected to a internal cleansing within the Bandidos biker gang. Those are things that popped up when I put it. But losing the heads and of
The
stuff, yeah,
beheading. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
So
interesting, isn't it? When you look at that, and this is how the mythology and everything
yeah,
frames it up for us, and then you go, oh, well, that does make sense. So, okay, let me get my eyes here.
we watch for the astrology Wednesday through Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was, yeah, and like she said, this was her original teacher, and she really likes her. So I'm glad it's working out.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Let's see. And Victor's in the house.
Yeah. Great Quartz asked, and I typed in, and as soon as I typed it in, there he is. There he is, a collector card. The sun jumped out from the deck for the Universal. The sun card is
Wonderful.
it's great, yeah.
All right.
And
So going
Mercury
on.
is direct, people. Mercury is direct.
Yeah, Mercury's finally out of that retrograde. Finally.
Yeah, so it's kind of good. Well, I'm really happy that Pope Francis made it through his final Easter Sunday.
Yeah, that
So
was really hard on him,
yeah,
but he was committed to doing it. If you were able to watch any of it, you could tell it was so hard for him to speak. And then he asked his nurse if she thought he could make it in the Pope Mobile as they drove him around and wave at people. And she said, yeah, I think you can do that. And so he did it, but it was the last thing.
yeah,
After that, he went to bed, and that was it.
yep. Have we heard anything about the conclave at all?
Not yet. No, the conclave won't happen until after he is buried.
Oh,
After
okay.
that's all.
I knew it happened quickly, but
Yeah,
and for those of you who haven't been alive enough, I've dealt with six or been alive during six deaths of popes. So yeah,
yeah.
so this is another one, but
It's
I
sad
mean,
because
it,
so good. He was so progressive and so inclusive and
yes, and we know there's a lot of people who feel that they need to be more conservative, but
yeah. Well,
yeah,
we'll see what.
it has to go with the times. They have to go with what God has given them to be. So
Yes, exactly. Now it'll be interesting to see what goes on because Pope Francis chose about 100 of the cardinals
oh
that
wow,
are in the conclave. So then he knows them personally. He knows where they're at. Now, whether it's a very diverse or not, I have a feeling it's diverse because that's how he was.
right.
But um,
Yeah, and he's not just sticking with
yeah,
one mindset either, but open to all, I think. So, yeah,
hmm
but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he's now laying in state.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to get read?
I
here?
think so. And I'm going with the ones that got their questions in first, and that was Great Quartz. Then next is Lalima, then Susie, and Tina in that order. There's others, but yes, it's in that order. Unless
Okay.
you want it randomly, but I figured.
Well, my sister's older than me by a lot. Why is she trying to emotionally manipulate me? Whether it be career or something she wants me to do. So you want to know why she's doing something. My initial response is ask her, because it will throw her off guard that you are recognizing what's going on.
And use the words. Use those words. Why
Yeah,
are you emotionally
manipulating me or
attempt?
trying to.
Oh, I would use attempting because
Attempting. Yeah.
that makes you in control of it. And I think the word control is what she wants to do is control you. She wants you at her beck and call. I mean, that's what I get immediately, but
Yeah.
I'm with you. But
I don't think cards are going to say anything different than that.
yeah. But
Um,
those words are very powerful to ask her directly. Very powerful. You did a great job of that.
yeah. And it will it will catch her off guard for because you have noticed something that she probably hasn't noticed because she just does it. So then she's going to have to stop and look in the mirror. That's not all pretty.
And I feel that she feels that she is a mother figure for you. And if she was or not, you're a grown person now. Take control of your own destiny, of your own life. Now I can say that I have a sister that that was not pleasant to talk to, and very very unpleasant to talk to for a while. And I just said one time, I just said, no, this is what happened. And I've not been happy. I said, we've gotten past it, yes. But how you should not have been treating anyone this way, especially me, because we grew up together. So there's no reason. And when people claim that they're, how would I, in a nice way, that they're religious and they act this way, it's like, really? Do you want to look at this again? And it's like, whoa. And they took a minute and looked at it. So hopefully your sister will look at herself, whatever her beliefs are, and see exactly what's going on.
I said at least in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when my sister truly looked for the purity of the religion, it's like, whoa, I did that? And yeah, I can.
A lot of people are saying now.
Yeah. Yeah, we get past it. So I will confront her. I would suggest not during the time that she's doing it, but like I did. I just, we sat down and we were talking, and it's like, I need to get this out front for you so you can see this. And I told her exactly what I went through under her tutelage. I'm just going to put it that way. And then she, I think that your sister will see it too. So a nice, peaceful time, not a confrontation, because then it can escalate and things will be said that you can't take back. So peaceful time is a very good time to do it. Maybe even celebrating. No, they're saying no, not celebrating her birthday. And
No.
yeah, but definitely sisters are supposed to love each other. Yes, but there's a lot of siblings that don't get along.
That's true.
Yeah.
I love my sister to death. We are just so close.
Yeah.
But I have a brother who's not even part of the family anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm closer to my brother. I've always been closer to my brother, not only uh, emotionally, but we're 16 months apart. My sister and I are 18 months apart. So,
So my sister and I are 7 years apart.
oh wow,
So it wasn't until probably 15 years ago that we started to get close because she was in such a different stage of life,
yes,
you know.
yes, exactly. And even if you're close, you both are going through different things. So that's why the meeting of the mind is better when it's peaceful than when you're being confronted. Okay. Oh yeah, we're not. Hey, she's older than me. We're not kids either. And your sister is younger than you or older than you?
She's 7 years younger. I'm the
Yeah, I
oldest,
thought so. Yeah. If you don't
unfortunately.
mind, could I get a card about?
About
We can't tap into her, but go ahead.
yeah. How can I word that?
A card for the energy coming to Great Quartz.
No, it'd be the
No,
energy receiving.
receiving. Yes, that's what I meant. Receiving.
Angels, I
But
have
she's
great
receiving.
quartz here. Can you give me a card that would signify the energy that she receives from her sister, please? Hmm, that's not what. No, they want no the current energy, not what's coming.
Right. There you go.
Please. That's too many cards. Please, just one card.
That's sad.
Again, that's 5 cards. No, one card. Yeah. Cards? No. They don't, obviously, they're not going to do that. What they did give me was what the energy will be like after you've spoken. And that's a good thing because this is success.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
So I don't think they wanted to deal in the negative. I think it was because it certainly wasn't coming out.
Yeah. And like she said earlier, she's probably not aware of what she's doing. I know my sister wasn't. So, because they're in their mindset, they don't know what they're projecting to you. They really do not.
Is she the oldest?
Yeah, she's 13 years older.
Okay. Because the oldest child in the family, the firstborn, gets this ability or role to manage the others. That's just part of the role. So it could be that she just never let that go. Usually that is let go when that person leaves to start their own life. I'll leave it at that.
And I just want to remind you it's about you, your life. So whatever she's feeling about you, it really has nothing to do with you. It really doesn't. I know it sounds
Reflection.
weird. Yeah, you got to protect you is right. Projecting the negativity onto you, but I'm feeling a lot of good energy in your solar plexus, but also their words are a lot of disbelief and disconnection. That was the word. I was going, what are the two dis words? So, yeah. So, ooh, yeah.
Okay.
And also work on the love for yourself. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Next, who do we have? Lalima, are you here, dear? Oh, yep. There's her question, but please let us know if you're still here. I know we've got people coming in and out. Okay.
Is she here?
I'm not sure yet. She hasn't popped in. I'm watching. But you know the delays. And she's on YouTube, so it shouldn't be too bad. And we can keep going. Oh, there she is.
Lalima. Okay, Angels, I'm talking to Lalima. She wants information about what's coming in career. Tell us what's coming towards her in career. Wow. All right, spirits.
Thanks, Victor.
Wow. Okay. What happened in your career is what I want to ask. There's some healing going on. And you got the Queen of Pentacles, honey. That's awesome. That's the highest queen, the wisest, most abundant. It's a leadership role, okay? But it's a nurturing leadership. I hope that helps you. What, baby? Oh,
Yeah. And energy from, yes, they're saying the energy from the other side, female energy, mother side of the family is trying to hold you back. Oh, okay. They're saying that they are throwing out. They are sending me the energy that others are sending to you. So your ancestors on your mother's side are trying to help you and keep the negative feelings from others away from you.
body.
They're trying to shed the
I'll be back.
chains that are holding you back. Oh, yeah. So I'm throwing it off because it's a lot of negative energy. Oh, and it's gone down quite a bit. Okay, good. So, what I'm doing is basically hands on shoulders going in towards your bottoms of your arms and then out and throwing that negative energy away. Yes, I'm doing both in right and left side because you don't want it happening to your right side after that. Oh, okay. How are we doing now? How are we doing? Get it up. Um, wanted to remind you that I know that Bonnie's got a show going on the 2nd of May. And also, Kathleen, who came in last Friday, for those of you who haven't watched it yet, last Friday is very important healing show. You do feel others' energies a lot. Yes, yes, I know that. But this is, they're these, your ancestors trying to protect you from all these negative people. Okay, they're saying traditionalists are the ones that are trying to hold you back. And even if it's coming from both sides, your mother and your father's side, the concentration is on the female side. Um, okay, I'm just verifying what I should and shouldn't say. One time I was over. Oh, I like that, and that's for all of us too. Thank you. Exactly. Great Quartz had this up. If you honor yourself, God will honor you. Okay. So what does this have to do with her career? As soon as I talk about career, male hierarchy trying to keep you. Oh, they're not very powerful. So they're trying to keep you back, but they don't have the power to do so. But it's a slight headache for you. And they're saying cleanse, 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 cleanse this energy. Okay. All righty. Ooh. So what should she do? Basically, continue on your current path. You've got this, but it's going to take a while. What did you say? Did you say something about counseling or something? There was something.
Who,
Not
me?
counseling. Yeah, in your reading, you just said something about.
Oh, for her, I
Yeah,
said first thing that came out was a reverse Three of Swords, in which that's all about healing. So there's
right.
been some healing. And
No,
then the Queen of Pentacles came out, which is
that's the
very,
one I was. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. That's the concentration is on the Queen of Pentacles. That's what they're telling me because they said because she's powerful, right?
oh, yeah.
And Pentacles have to do with career too. So money,
It's
right?
all about the money. Money.
Sorry, starting into the what is it? Pitch Perfect songs. All about the money,
Okay.
money, money. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Lilima. Susie's turn. Okay.
Susie, Susie, General Angels. Susie would like to know, for her greatest and highest good, what messages you have for her.
You know what we haven't been asking
Please.
are the sun signs. Even though we know
Yeah. What?
Miss Susie's, but yeah.
Oh, man, my nose. It's the pollen. Okay. Got the King of Pentacles. That's pretty good. They're showing you as reaping what you've sown, um, enjoying the fruit of the tree that you planted, so to speak. They're also showing you as planting new seeds. And they're saying use your intuition more. Something about secrets. Keep the secrets. Okay. They're telling me that you're pretty well balanced right now. That's good. Have you been grounding yourself? You need to have a conversation, but it's not telling me with who. Anything else for Susie?
Exactly.
They see you as being very strong. Okay, it might be placements in your chart that are Leo. So, do you have Leo placements? On the bottom of the deck, we see the Two of Cups. We all know that soulmate. We've been talking about that for a long time. It resonates? Okay. They want you to talk to somebody. Okay, well, they're saying go ahead and do that. All right. What do you have for Susie?
Immediately, third eye blockage, headache, and their word is fog in the brain right now. Not new messages are not assimilating correctly. Messages from above are not being assimilated. Yeah, that's the words. What? Not the bleh, but what else? And their word discombobulation. Okay, just a second. I am sitting in my space at the moment, not sharing too much. Leo is in my 8th house. Oh, I was just talking about 8th house. And someone's talking about 8th house the other day. Is the 8th house about, what is the 8th house about? Is it work or something? Or
Hang on. Let me just, so
Okay.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
We've got, yeah, that's what I thought. It's the House of Death.
House of, oh, okay.
We were
Death and
talking
renewal.
rebirth. Yeah.
Rebirth. Yeah.
Transformation.
Yeah. Okay. I knew we were working on something, so it's death and rebirth. Oh wow, cool. Hello, Wade. Welcome in. Yes. As I wrote that, you say that. Okay. So it's, yeah, wow. That is just so strong, Leo. But and it's a little strange because I don't know if I put it back or not, but I had something here. Oh, I have brain fog tea, and this was my thing for yesterday for our exercise, and this is what I had, and my mind is very foggy right now, and I haven't needed this, but I might need to take this because of the energy I'm receiving. Death and transformation, eighth house. Okay, it's like that's almost. What is your eighth house?
Mine,
What's in your eighth house? Yeah,
my eighth house is,
because you're a death doula, so
yeah, I think that's it. Hang on, let me just make sure.
because to me, a Leo is almost like a leadership in the death and rebirth star. But wow. Thank you for that, Wade.
So what is in my eighth?
Self. Yes, exactly. More
Charlie?
works of balance and open it. Yeah.
Right.
And cleanse. Lots of get the toxicity out of it. Somebody told me the other day that fish oil is very good for it.
For what?
Cleansing the third eye.
Oh,
I didn't realize that, but
I wouldn't have thought that, but
I wouldn't have thought it either. Something about pulling the toxins out.
yeah.
And I'm hearing cloves. Just another reminder, collective hit. Like, okay, thank you.
Mars is in my eighth.
Oh,
So is Lilith.
ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's going on. Lost right now.
Oh, that's that house, the death.
Yeah, yeah. So a lot of things are happening. Thank you for that, Zach. It's 12:12 where he's at. So a lot of people are going through that right now. Well, have been for the last couple of years, but her astrology teacher has been through so much.
Oh my God, what she went through this last year, it was like she had a T square and people dying right and left. Some expected, a lot none not expected. She broke her leg. She wound up in rehab. I mean, just one thing after another. It was when I read that, I was like, I don't ever want a T square in my chart.
And I don't know if Susie's going through a T square right now.
She'd have to look at her chart. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to figure that out. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Would you be able to figure that out?
yeah. I mean, I can do a chart. Um,
For the current time for that person?
yeah.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Yes. I heard Bonnie's teacher week last week. Yeah. Exactly.
It was. It was just nutty. I'm trying to double check something.
And yes, the collective awakening is mind blowing.
Hey, knock it off. Go lay down.
So you have an opportunity soon. So hope all will go okay there. I'm feeling very pleasant energy on that. But definitely work on cleansing your third eye. And of course, I'll always say blueberries. Um, what
I will.
came up? What came up to me the other day was Newtson, blueberry, and pomegranate juice. No sugar added, pure, and it's been helping me a lot. It keeping my third eye clean. So hopefully that'll help you if you can get something like that. Saturn opposes Mars. I do have T squares at the moment. Oh my goodness. Wow. So exactly the same thing is happening to you.
You know what's interesting
Oh.
is in my eighth house, I also have my south node. The
Wow.
south node is where you're comfortable.
Oh,
So, being a death doula, I'm comfortable with that.
Yes. Yeah.
I've done a lot of it. Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus Lilith, and that's the dark side of the moon.
Well,
My dark side.
it's almost as if you're working on both sides. You're working both
Yeah,
sides of it.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good place to put Lilith. I'm just saying.
Interesting stuff.
That's going on. Okay. Meant
I could do
operation.
this.
Oh, an operation. I'm feeling very positive about operation. Sorry.
Operation on what?
Yeah. She's
Ooh,
having a squaring Jupiter. Wow. The T square and it's squaring Jupiter.
well, squares demand that we do something. Jupiter makes things larger than life. What is it? What is Jupiter squaring?
So we need to find out what's on the other side.
Yeah. What's on the other part of that square? I'm
What?
just reading through some of the chat, and
Oh, okay.
Kevin says, I'm
Oh,
partial to anything mind blowing. Oh, honey.
when is that? How far away is that operation? Squaring Saturn and Mars.
Wow.
Jupiter's in her sixth.
Jupiter squaring Saturn, squaring Mars. Okay. Like I said, Jupiter makes things bigger. Okay. Saturn is our lessons. This is where we wanted to learn. Mars is take action. So you are taking action by having this removed. Okay.
Okay. And the other thing I would suggest for you, because I know it's worked for me, and that is bloodstone. Because I had
We'll lay down on your chair.
a growth, and I put bloodstone in my bra and wore it, and the next time I had my exam, it was gone. So I was really really excited about that. So she's got it May 17th is her thing.
Go get some bloodstone. Put it in your bra. See if
Yeah.
that helps. I don't know. It depends on how big the lump is, but
Yeah.
Can't
Well, yeah.
can't hurt.
And if Claudine was here, well, no, if Scott was here, he would suggest turkey tail mushroom. Okay. It helped reduce a growth he had on his eye. So I feel okay about it. Just this.
Good.
Yes, yes. Lots of good stuff. So oh, you're welcome. And the turkey tail will be good too. And Victor likes the black wizard stone.
Wizard stone. I never heard of that. Black wizard.
Stone, yeah.
Is there another name for it? Obsidian, black tourmaline. I've never heard of a black wizard.
And yes, thank you, Jess. And for all the collective, if we all pray and send her love and healing, it will not hurt. It only will help. Okay. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to check on that black wizard stone. While you are going on the next one, Tina, Miss Tina, are you still here? After Tina is Sunrise East, Yvette, then Rachel. Okay. Hopefully we can get to all of you today.
Charlie,
All right.
come here.
So Tina, if you could pop in, let us know you're still here.
Hang on one second. What are you doing? Come here.
Okay. Hey man, my moon squares like 6 things. Should I be worried? I'll ask her. Oh, it's black obsidian. Thank you. Thank you, Jess, for looking. I appreciate it. I didn't get a chance to yet. So, for those of you who wanted to know what a black wizard stone is, yes, it is a black obsidian. Okay, and Miss
Oh,
Tina is here.
hello, Miss Tina. Good to see you last night.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. I'm not sure what you meant by this. I've been seeing basket everywhere. Yeah, not sure what that means, but I thought I'd ask. Okay. All right, Miss Tina is here. We go back to it.
And
Highest and greatest good, and she is Scorpio.
okay. Angels were talking to Tina Shelton. She would like to know what messages you have for her highest and greatest good. Thank you.
Let's check on.
Really? Right now? Tina, are you having problems sleeping? I sense that you're up at night. You're tired. Are you having problems, honey? I wasn't with her last night at all. So.
Yeah, I got to see her. She looked good.
Just a minute. Hang on. Just in highest good. Okay, just a minute. Boy, she's demanding today. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to encourage you to bite your tongue. Shh, just a minute. Where is she? Okay, she's not saying it. Yes, big time. Okay, you're not sleeping. Okay. That's going to make you a little short-tempered. So again, like I said, bite your tongue a little bit. They're telling me that you're manifesting. I don't know what though. Hush. You are just obnoxious right now. Be quiet. She wants me. Excuse me. I'm sorry to do this, Tina.
Okay.
Okay. Come here. You want up there? I apologize, but I didn't want her barking. She wanted to be able to see out of the window.
It's a beautiful day, Mom. Come on.
She can do that downstairs. I've got steps going up to the window. All right, Tina Shelton for greatest and highest. Ooh, did we have an invader?
Yeah, I just removed, but we have to kick them off the.
Okay. What have you left behind, Tina? Did you leave behind a relationship not too long ago? or start one. Now, wait a minute. I need an answer. Let's see. We said she's Scorpio, is that right?
Yes.
All right. She's either ended one and gonna start another one, or she has. Let me see what else comes out before
Single.
well, I didn't. Yeah, I just.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Got a relationship coming.
Oop.
There's the Ace of Cups. New love. You've been doing soul searching, and things are going to move in a different direction. Very nice. What is it, though? Then this is separate. What is it that you have walked away from, left behind? It doesn't have to be first. I mean, it could be a friendship, it could be a colleague, it could be a job, it could be anything. Was they're showing me you walking away.
Mm-hmm.
Last card here, Bettina. Oops. Okay. Well, this person is a King of Wands, so they may be, that could be Aries. No. King?
Mm-hmm. Ready for change.
Aries or Sagittarius? I'm trying to remember who the king is.
Leo.
Yeah, and you just got the Lovers card here. That's Gemini. Soulmate. You've got both soulmate cards here.
And she's leaving a job.
She's leaving a job. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, I hope some of that helps you. Let us know when all of this happens, okay?
Yeah.
Charlie, relax.
She does feel stuck only because of she knows she's leaving the job. It's just HR has to find her a new position that she'll accept. So that's what she's going through right now. So you guys are right on that. And the only reason I know is we talked last night. So, and I kind of know what's going on with her for the last. Has it been 2 years already, or is it just a year? I'm thinking you've been dealing with this for 2 years now. It's been crazy for her. And basically, the newness is not just new love. He needs to bring his slow behind on. Did you?
Divine timing, honey.
Yes, very much so. And I know you've been manifesting and working on this to resolve, and definitely it's going to be in your favor. It already is going that way, and it's going to continue down that path. But it's going to be so neat when it's all done. 2 years, 2 years. I thought it'd been 2 years. Yeah. Wow. That's a long time to have to be dealing with this and the toxicity in the workplace and all. Yeah. But you're hanging in there. You're doing what you got to do for you. And that's what's important. Believe, 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 and keep doing what you're doing on manifesting. Because it's going to, yes, I want to know too. And maybe you'll write a book about your experience, because it's been crazy and other people need to know that you've overcome these obstacles. And you're not just going to be a survivor, you're going to be a thriver, and you're going to be thriving immediately thereafter. That's what I'm feeling. So All right. Thank you, Tina, for coming in. And again last night too. Sunrise East, are you back? Are you back? I know you
Cancer.
said you left for a little bit. Hmm?
She's cancer.
Yeah.
Really
Sun
emotional.
and rising. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Double Sag, fishy moon. That's
Ooh.
I'm so excited. My first grandbaby.
Now
Yes,
that
that's right. I'm so excited too for you. What? What are you hearing?
um
What's going on?
well, you know how that could be what we're talking about.
The new,
The new love. So
yes,
aren't always, part.
romantically. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be this baby is a soulmate to you. Happening in June. Gemini is June.
Yep.
Um, and it's new love.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's what it's about.
when's the due date, Tina?
Yeah, that would be good to know.
Sorry, Sunrise. Are you here? I haven't seen you pop in, so we're doing fine. Yes, we have been off and on for 4 years.
When is the baby due?
Yeah. I know. You heard that. It's a boy, yes. And that's, but what's the due date?
Soulmate.
June 5th. Yeah. Gemini.
And so that's what that's about.
Yes, we won't mention who was born on the 4th of June, but we'll keep going. As long as it's born on the 5th, I'm good. I'm happy about that. My birthday is the 6th. Oh, so
Well, due on the 5th. It could be the 6th.
yeah, yep. Especially the first one. The first one's usually,
Late.
usually a little late. Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah, we're so excited for it. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. They haven't popped in. So if Sunrise doesn't pop in, then Yvette is next. And after Yvette is Rachel.
So,
We should be able to get all three.
are you guys here?
I know Rachel is. She was close just a minute ago. You're welcome. And I looked at June babies and their purpose. I was pleasantly surprised. Oh, what was their purpose, Miss Jess? Because even though Miss Bonnie is Cancer, she's a July Cancer. Yeah, thank you. Oh, all three of those people haven't popped in, but I know Rachel is here. I think she said June 5th last night too, so I didn't
Rachel.
remember it.
Oh, I see where she said hello to Victor.
Yeah. Yvette.
Okay, Yvette. It's your
Back
turn.
to Yvette. All right. Okay.
Well,
Oh, I have a. All right, here we go. Aries. So it's birthday time.
What's coming? You sense that something's coming. What day is your birthday?
Just the day, not the year, please.
Because we're in Taurus season now. It's funny, one of my closest, dearest friends for 40 plus years has always thought she was Cancer until she told me what day, and I went, that's not Cancer. Or no, she always thought she was Gemini.
Oh, okay.
And I went, that's Cancer. She was like, I never did relate to the Gemini. That's why.
Yeah. Was she on the cusp at all or just
No,
pure? Oh,
she was
wow. Oh,
well
wow.
over the cusp.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Angels, Yvette wants to know what is coming at her soon. She feels something. Oh, okay. So it's over. Thank you, Angels, Spirit Guides. Yvette. What's coming at her? She senses.
27 is a great number.
For her. Hmm. Yvette, are you single? Do you know a Gemini? Charlie, what are you up to? Where it's like having a toddler loose in your home. Anything else you can give me? You are single, okay. What I'm seeing is somebody, a love interest, a Gemini, strong Gemini, they're saying. And there's not much coming out. Have you been having problems with negative thoughts, looking backwards at the things you regret? Okay, well, I've got a strong Gemini coming towards you. You need to turn around, look out that windshield instead of the rear view mirror. Thank you, Angel Spirit Guides. All right, that's what I was thinking. You have a man coming towards you. He is Gemini. He is a king of swords. They're telling you to take the risk. So when this happens, you need to jump at it. Okay? Not jump on it, but jump at it. Take that risk. Okay? That's what's coming at you, sweetheart. All right. What have you seen that's coming at her?
I'm seeing you standing still and standing open space in front of you, but do not stand idly by. Keep stepping forward. Shed the last vestiges of your past and negativity as you're moving forward. And it's what she said. Don't look in the rear view mirror. It's all about the front windshield and just keep going. But yes, as far as what's coming, these are their words: possibilities abound. No, waiting to have justice from something my ex been doing to me. Oh, I do feel that there is a lot of heaviness in your solar plexus on the left side. It's center left is what they're wanting me to emphasize, because you have a good female energy to the far left in your solar plexus, but from the center left to the center of your solar plexus, it's very congested, like a heavy stone. On the male side, there's not a whole lot of activity, not positive, not negative. It's just they're saying it's clean and active. So you're not holding on to the negativity from them, at least not in your solar plexus. Yes, I'm taking a look. Oh my. Yeah. Correction. It's his female energy that is holding you up in your solar plexus. So that's your intuition. That's your trusting the process. You having a hard time trusting because of his female energy. Yes, we're both full of female and male energy. So, and I'm getting nauseous because of it. But it doesn't feel good. So, they're suggesting a detox bath. Again, 4 ingredients, quarter cup each. We've got Himalayan salt or sea salt, whichever you want. I use the pink. Epsom salt, baking soda, and apple cider vinegar. Quarter cup each. What is that in milliliters? Quarter cup?
A quarter cup would be, hang on, I know the answer to this, 60.
You had said that before. I wasn't sure if I was correct. That's what
2 ounces.
2 ounces. Okay. All right. So that's my suggestion for you. Your intentions, and whatever your intentions are when you get in the bath, and whatever essential oil you would like to put in for you, whether it's lavender to calm yourself, something. Oh, they're suggesting clove, more potent, more astringent. That's the word they're saying. I don't know why, but that's what they're telling me. So cloves, they suggest cloves. Okay. Whew. And I've used cloves before, but not usually on that in a bath. But be careful. No more than they're saying, no more than 2 drops, because you can burn your skin. And I know there's a lot of water in there, but trust me, I've done it before. So if I can do it, I know other people can too. Miss Rachel.
Okay, you read Miss Rachel first. I need to
Okay.
take.
All right. Future Miss Rachel. Okay, let me do a quick removal of that. Hello, Miss A5 says. So for those of you in the Phoenix area, Miss A5 says we'll be doing platform mediumship, not today, not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays from today, at 1522 West Encanto Boulevard, which is also known as Phoenix Rising or Rising Phoenix Spiritual Church. And yes, so I'm excited for her. Unfortunately, with my granddaughter, I can't go there, but I'm so excited for all 3 of them that are going to be doing that. Also, Susan will be there and one other person, and I can't remember who that is because It wasn't told to me last night. Okay. So, okay. Rachel is here. I hope. Come on, Rachel. Pop in, please. Yeah, I'm getting all this energy away from me. Whew. Oh, I just got a lot of silliness all of a sudden, but we'll let that go. No, this is about Rachel now. Okay. Um, who's the pain in your side? Male energy. Miss Rachel, who's the pain in your side? Are you here? Are you here? Because if you're not here, we're going to go to Taurus Girl. If, of course, Taurus Girl is still here. Oh, wow. It's like I'm getting it from both sides for you, Rachel. Okay. You'll have to come back, but I'm getting that you're accumulating negative male energy into your solar plexus. It's mainly male. Now, all of a sudden, female energy is causing problems, but this is very, very close to center. And it's upper. Well, no, hold on a minute. No, it's lower. So it's right before your sacral chakra. Negative, negative. Let it go, let it go. Okay, still here. So are you listening to me at all, Rachel? Because I've been reading you, so I don't know what you got. Yeah, I'm feeling all this. Oh, man. A lot of turmoil in your solar plexus. And also lower in your base chakra too. Anything else? Stagnation, discombobulation. Those are the words they gave me for your left side of your base chakra. Cleanse, cleanse, cleanse. Oh my goodness. If you get a chance, you have time, please listen to the healing live on last Friday. I think it'll help you because there's so many attachments and oh my goodness, it's just getting worse and worse. I gotta let this go. Okay, she's all yours.
What's been going on with Rachel?
I'm just getting a whole lot of yuck.
Ew.
She's accumulating negative stuff into her.
Rachel, why are you?
Ooh.
Was it a general she wanted?
Highest and greatest, I think, or general. I don't know which one. Let me go back to.
I was talking to Rachel Hutchison for her greatest.
What's in store for me for the future?
It's coming towards her, please.
This is the here and now, girl. They won't let me get past it.
Okay, the first thing they're telling me is that you are not using your intuition. Have you been letting secrets out? Where's your selenite? Get your selenite.
Yeah, I'm getting it. I had it. I just put it down a second ago, and I'm having to. Whew. 2 wands here somewhere.
Been spending some money. Yeah, there's negative around you. What is she? She's not Capricorn, is
I
she?
think she's Libra, but she didn't put it in there.
Okay. I've got the devil.
Ooh. That's not always a bad thing, people. I'm just saying.
Oh, don't get upset.
Hmm?
It just means there's some
No, you're not overstepping.
negative, real negative stuff. And it can be in a person, such as just bad habits. It can be drug addiction, alcoholism, a gambling addiction. That's one extreme. It can be just leaving your socks around. It's the devil represents our darker side. Okay. So it's either your darker side or somebody's around you that has a darker side out. Now, I also have a card here telling me that something very painful ended. Libra's correct. Okay. You've been picking it, but not always saying, no keeping a secret from everybody.
Not sure, but
Yeah.
but what you said about the negativity around her.
Oh, I have been.
Hey, I'm using double wand. I'm just saying.
Been picking up. Not always. Okay, I'm thinking that's about intuition. And then no keeping a secret from everyone else. That I'm not sure if she's saying she's not keeping a secret. Because what's showing here is that you could very easily let go of a secret, talk about it, not keeping it. Yeah, I know Capricorn, but she's not Capricorn.
No.
You do have good news. Maybe a little bit of money.
She's keeping it secret from everyone.
Oh. Okay.
Write it down and burn it. That's the suggestion. Because then you're sending it to the universe.
Yeah, there's something that's bothering you, something that it's like you're fighting with yourself over something. Last card here for Rachel, please. Last card for Rachel. Queen of Cups. It's hmm. Two of Cups is on the bottom. You may have. This is a soulmate. This is a Cancer, unconditional love. Um, this is something that was very painful.
Yeah.
This is so disjointed. It's like I trying to connect all of this.
I think that's where her mind is at, just everywhere. Her thoughts.
Aha moment coming that will lead to a break. Is there? Oh, there is. Oh, that's Jeff.
That's Jess, yeah. Victor was here, and he's usually in on this too. Oh,
What kind of breakthrough, Jess? I don't know. I mean, I've given you what I got.
yeah. I think there's so much work to do right now for you, Rachel, that what's coming in will be there when you're ready for it. Okay. Remember, you're the one hardest on yourself, more hard on yourself than anyone else, Rachel.
Good news. Okay.
That there is a breakthrough coming.
Oh, okay.
You're going to get there. Just please let go of all these negative thoughts, and they're saying disposition. Wow. Ugh. We love you. Remember that. Birth.
Yeah,
Are you? Yeah.
that's what I was wondering. Is that the secret?
Are you going to give birth? Is that what you're saying? Gosh. Yeah, there's so much mess in there in the solar plexus.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. That's why I'm feeling all this. Wow. When? Gemini? Because weren't you getting a lot of Gemini?
Soon.
I was going to say, I don't know how long she's been pregnant. Oh my.
That couldn't be a secret if it was June.
Well, it's awfully cold in Scotland. She could be wearing clothes. I'm sorry, don't mean to be laughing about it, Rachel. How are you doing mentally? How are you doing? Because I'm feeling a lot of negativity.
September, and it's
September.
A
Oh, good. And you have a boy, so yay. And are they going to be 13 years apart? We knew somebody had a 13-year apart thing earlier today.
Yeah.
So.
Who had the sister that was?
I don't know. Well, I hope that helps you. Okay. Oh, he's 15 years. 15 years. I've kept thinking he was 12.
Well, I guess he'll be
sorry
a
about that.
helper. Huh?
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
does
I
he
hope
feel
everything works
about
out
it?
with you. Just thinking what? Yeah, you've got so much going on in your head.
Yeah. See what you can do about limiting the thinking. You know what helps is when you're overthinking something, turn the radio on and sing a song. You cannot overthink what you're singing.
Yeah, loud and proud. And ooh, child, things are going to get easier. That's
Yeah,
our suggestion.
that, you know, that's one way to keep from overthinking it.
Yeah. Um.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Congratulations.
September, let's see. Are we talking mid to late?
Yeah,
Are we
either
trying
Virgo
to,
or Libra.
yeah, Virgo, Libra. Where are we?
Well, and she's Libra, so they're they're saying double Libra female in the house. Okay, it's
And
22nd.
welcome. Oh, okay, Libra.
Yeah, that's they told me double female Libras in the house. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. That's just what they told me.
Hmm.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Another person being on the 22nd. We were talking about that earlier. A lot of people on the 22nd. Wow. That's so cool. Anyway, it's that time. What time is it, Miss Bonnie?
It's noon.
Which means
Church announcements.
yes. And okay, let's get on. The first ones we have are
Tonight, Miss A5 says Angie. She will be on with Mr. Don from Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and they will come on Ishi 6, 7. Just kind of be flexible with it. If you've set your subscription and your thing to give you a message, you will know when they're on. All right. And then tomorrow we have Mr. Don, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, with the Naturally Divine Goddess, Shauna Sellers, in, again, very ishy, 11-ish Eastern time. Okay, that's tomorrow. Now we go Friday. We have Miss Julie with Mr. Scott Underwood. Are we still with the collective?
yeah, we're still with the collective right now. Yeah, Gabriel's project. Yep.
The Gabriel collection or the Gabriel project or
Yeah. Now that Mercury's gone direct, maybe I'll start working a little harder at getting things done, changed. Because there's no reason to change it when it's Mercury retrograde. Just say.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So then Saturday we have Miss Susan Grayson. She's very prompt, 10 a.m. sharp, sometimes a little early, and that's Mountain Standard Time. All right, Sunday. Hey, Jess, what's Sunday? We have Psychic Sunday, and that's at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time till 1. So come see Jess Mercer and myself Sunday. Then Monday, no. Angie, are you doing Sunday with Sherry or not yet? I never know right now. She said she was coming back in April, so I'm thinking that they may be back this Sunday.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, it would be in the afternoon, 3 o'clock Mountain Standard.
Well, they are Ishi too.
Very, and they're Ishi. Okay. Then Monday we have Naturally Divine Goddess with Tea Time. There we go. Tea Time. Miss Shauna Sellers. And that's usually around 11-ish, 10-ish Eastern Time. And then Tuesday, we have Miss Julie with Claudene. Did I get that right?
Mm-hmm.
Claudene. Okay. And that's from Elevated. That is the show that flows. So then you got it all. We'll be back. Now, on Tuesday night, we have Psychic class, Psychic squad. Anybody wanting to develop their skills, we have all kinds. We have beginners through advanced.
Yeah.
So there is no shame, there's no judgment. Come in, work on it. We work with you. If you're brand new, we'll do a little teaching and help you get there. So come see us, and that is 6 to 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You need to get a hold of one of us, preferably Dawn at advice@Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Give him your email address. Tell him that's what you want to be. You want to join the Tuesday night class, and he will send you a link. If you want to be there Tuesday night and you have not received a link, get a hold of one of us. We'll send you the link, okay? All right.
Okay. And I'll put it in there. That's his email address.
Yep.
And Kevin's been there. Kevin was there last night. Tina Shelton was there. Pam Shore was there. Jess comes every once in a while when she's not putting her kids to bed. But time changed. We understand that. And then fall time, you guys changed, but we'll stay the same with the 6 to 8. Okay. And I know Rachel was there at least once. Lalima has been in, and she's 12 and a half hours away from us. So if somebody who lives 12 and a half hour difference than we are, I know you guys can make it, who are only an hour or two away from us. So, and come in for the first part at least. We do a little talking, and then we get to the quick reads. And one of the reasons why I'm here is because of those quick reads. I couldn't do this without those. And we do practice them every Tuesday. So, so much fun. Exciting. Do you have any specific plans or exciting plans this weekend? This coming
This
weekend?
weekend we have Psychic Sunday, so.
Well, besides that, birthdays?
Saturday night I am with the grandchildren. So.
But the teenagers have a curfew.
The teenagers have a curfew. That's right.
Don't take advantage of your mom if you have her babysit. I'm just saying, please. As a grandmother, I empathize with.
Yeah, when you get to be this age, it's like 10 o'clock.
I'm supposed to be in bed by now. This is past my bedtime.
By then, okay. And,
All right.
so.
Okay, we're going to go out with the commercial today. Okay, so here we go. We ready?
I'm ready.
Love, blessings, rise above with love, all that beautiful for you. Yesterday we discussed starting back on Sundays. Can't say for sure.
Just to find out. There you
Yay! Thank you, Miss A5 says. Okay, here we go.
Cards are flying, paintbrush in hand. Fortune whispers, don't misunderstand. Crystal laughter fills the scene. Future shining like a movie screen.